Doesn't make sense to get all worked up. You want to survive? You need to focus. Steady your mind.
Yeah, well, I get...
Difficult to maintain a steady mind, given the situation you're in. Doesn't make sense to get all worked up. You want to survive? You need to focus. Steady your mind.
Yeah, well, I guess. But, you know...
Difficult to maintain a steady mind, given the situation you're in.
You around?
I'm here, Casey. What's up?
I've located another flow regulator. We need it to repair the second pump. And guess what? I woke up this morning with water up to my ankles, so that sucks. Time is slipping away from me faster than I expected.
What area is the regulator in? I'll track it down.
The regulator is in Bywater, blue-collar part of town. There are warehouses, auto repair shops, small homes shoved in where possible.
Got something on my... Hold that thought.
Okay.
Taking a quick break. I need a second.
Okay. I'll be here.
Continue.
Where were we? Oh, yeah. The regulator is in Bywater, blue-collar part of town. There are warehouses, auto repair shops, small homes shoved in where possible. There's a huge lumber yard there, too. From what I heard through tower radio chatter, a bunch of valuable machinery was discovered in a storeroom. No specifics, though. You're gonna have to poke around. Oh, and I looked into the key you mentioned. I hate to say it, but we need it. Only way to access the final pump station. So you should keep things cool with May for the time being.
What do you think of May?
Well, it's hard to tell. The tower is really going after her, spreading all kinds of unflattering words, but I don't trust much coming from them. I guess the verdict on May is still out for me. What about you?
So far, she's held up her end of the bargain when I help her out. That's a solid sign.
Yeah, and hopefully things will stay that way. And hey, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you're doing for me. It's nice to know someone has my back for once. Beginning to believe I actually might survive this. There was a time when, never mind. I'm trying to keep the dark thoughts out.
You're welcome. Glad to help.
Just hit me up when you snag the pump part from Bywater. I'll do my best to stay dry in the meantime. Might try to elevate my cot a few feet so I don't wake up floating. Talk to you soon, tourist. Stay safe up there.
Our battles with the dead in those early days were vicious and exhausting. We had zero control, and the fiends were everywhere. If our community was going to survive and grow, we had to radically rethink our approach. Our home and the area immediately around it needed to be entirely within our control. With that in mind, and while I stood atop one of our rickety barricades, I looked to the skyline and saw the promised land. A silhouette against the purple and orange of God's dazzling canvas. 45 stories tall, calling to me. There is our new home, I thought. A place where we can flourish on our own terms. In 2 days, I had our entire community organized and ready to march. 48 desperate but motivated souls, prepared to abandon what we had worked so hard to secure for the hope of a brighter future. The journey was through hell itself. So thick with the dead, it took us 3 sleepless days and nights to travel just a single mile to the tower gates. But by God, we made it. Not one life lost. We did it as one determined heart, one determined soul. But as we stood there, gazing up at our future, filled with the hope of what it could become, we knew that the work was far from over. The tower was a tomb. Each floor of the 45 infested with the dead. One final challenge that we, the founders of our glorious community, were resolved to overcome by any means necessary.
Hey, beat it!
This is our turn. Leave.
I suggest you get lost.
Walk away and we won't have a problem.
Quit poking around.
You're gonna show your face here? After all you've done? Gonna find you a Show your face here? After all you've done? This is ours!
You've got numbers!
You can't hide forever! Gonna find you eventually!
Keep coming!